Previously on TeamBot, you could only process fees through one PayPal email that was centralized at the team level, and now we've moved that out to the organization level to manage. We can go to the payment processor menu now, and you'll automatically have imported all of the PayPal accounts throughout your organization on this dashboard. Here, an organization admin can activate or inactivate PayPal accounts, which will essentially allow an organization to disable any new fees from being created to use that PayPal account. We can also edit them, and we can add new PayPal accounts. So the new PayPal account, we can add in our email address and then a processing fee. With PayPal, the processing fee is 2.9% plus 70 cents per transaction, but sometimes people can work out specific deals. The reason we gather this information is for later, where we'll be able to either charge your players for the transaction fee or allow you to absorb it and give you good estimations on what expected revenues can be. On the account that we'll use today, we'll have it just set as a fixed dollar amount of $1 and 2% per transaction. Next, we'll go to 18U Girls Royal, and we'll go to Payments. First, we can go through and just look at this new payment screen, which allows us to sort by all unpaid, paid, and late payments. We can also search by the fee name and the player name. So we can search, say, Lauren, and it will bring up all that include Lauren in it. We also have a bunch of functionality over here where we can edit the fee, we can chat directly with the player, we can send an email to the player's fans. In the edit, you can go ahead and make different adjustments that you need to. You can mark it something as manually paid, as I did here, where I manually marked paid date and check. And then if we want to create a new fee, we can click Add Fee, and then we can select the PayPal account that we'd like to process this fee with. So we'll select Josh at GoTeamBot. You can also select no online payment if you want to accept in cash or check and just have it in TeamBot's records for your players to see. But we'll select Josh at GoTeamBot. We'll hit continue, and now we can go here and we will type in Winter Tournament. You can add a description if you'd like, and then we'll add in $100 for an even amount. Send date is when the fee will be sent out to your players, and due date is when it will be considered paid on time or paid late. We'll hit continue, and now we've got a few different buttons. So first, we have Allow Payment Plan. If we select this, this allows us to set up a payment plan for our players to split up their fees into multiple payments. Previously, this could only be done by splitting it up across specific months, but now we allow installments to be paid on specific dates with custom percentages. So at first we default it at 50% and 50%, and we automatically select a date a couple months in advance. You can manually add in some new installments. It will start off at 0%, but then we can add in, say, 10%, and we'll see now it's 40% paid at checkout, 50% on the second time, and 10% the last time. And this allows you to have these installments paid in custom amounts for your players. Up here, we also have this charge customer for transaction fees. If we want to charge a customer for transaction fees, essentially they will pay the amount on this fee, $100, and then they'll pay on top of that the transaction fees that are charged by the payment processor, PayPal. With the percentage that we put in, we can click this View Payment Details, and it will actually give us a table that shows us how this plays out. Whenever we're charging the customer for transaction fees, if they pay in full at checkout and don't choose the installments, then they'll pay $103. This is 2% of 100, which is $2, plus $1 as the fixed amount. Gives us $103, minus $3 of fees that will go to PayPal, and then the revenue to the organization will be $100. Now, if they pay with a payment plan, this gets split up into different amounts because now they're paying $1 per transaction plus 2% per transaction. So the total that the player pays in all is $105 now. $5 goes to fees and $100 still goes to the organization. This ensures that even if it's paid out over 4, 5, 6 months, that the organization still gets the same amount instead of losing out on $10 or $20 to fees. Now we can click Team Absorbs Fees, And we can go back to this modal here, and it will show us that the customer will pay $100 no matter what, and then the fees will change. So if the team decides to absorb the fees, if you pay in full at checkout, then it's 100 minus $3, so the team will only collect 97. And then if the player chooses to do the installment plan, then $100 will still be paid by the player, and $5 goes to fees, and only $95 will be collected by the coach. We will just do a 50-50 split on this, and then we're going to hit continue, and we'll see the list of all the players that we have access to on this team. We have 18U Girls Royal selected, so we can only see those players as possible selections to send this fee to. So we'll just select it and send it to all of them, and then we'll hit create fee. Now we can go in and we can hit edit. We can say that this person sent in a check. It was paid on, we can say the 3rd. And now we can see that Winter Tournament by Ellie Smith was paid by check on the 3rd. Now, if we want to see it from the player perspective, I'm following Lauren Wagner as a fan. So we'll go to view my players, and then we'll switch over to payments. And we can see that Winter Tournament has a $100 fee attached to it. We can hit pay. I can choose to pay all of it now, or I can split it into 2 payments. We'll just split it into 2. I selected not to charge the transaction fees to the player, so we see that Lauren is only paying the $50 instead of the $52. We can pay through a pop-up modal or directly through debit or credit. And then we'll just go back to payments, and we can see too that she's still got this one outstanding because I did not pay it. And then it's also split up into this other fee.